The 1992 Democratic National Convention Address, delivered by Elizabeth Glaser on July 14th of 1992 in New York City, New York. I'm Elizabeth Glaser. 11 years ago, while giving birth to my first child, I was hemorrhaged and was transfused with 7 pints of blood. 4 years later, I found out that I had been infected with AIDS and had unknowingly passed it to my daughter, Ariel, through my breast milk, and my son, Jake, in utero. 20 years ago, I wanted to be in the Democratic National Convention because it was a way to participate in my country. Today, I'm here because it's a matter of life and death. Exactly 4 years ago, my daughter died of AIDS. She did not survive the Reagan administration. I am here because my son and I may not survive 4 more years of leaders who say they care but do nothing. I am in race with the clock. This is not about being Republican or an independent or a Democrat. It's about the future for each and every one of us. I started out just a mom fighting for the life of her child. But along the way, I learned how unfair America can be, not just for people who have HIV, but for many, many people, poor people, gay people, people of color, children. A strange spokesperson for such a group, a well-to-do white woman. But I've learned my lesson the hard way, and I know that America has lost her path and is at risk of losing her soul. America, wake up. We are all in a struggle between life and death. I understand the frustration and despair in our country because I know firsthand about shouting for help and getting no answer. I went to Washington to tell Presidents Reagan and Bush that much, much more had to be done for the AIDS research and care, and that children couldn't be forgotten. That first time when nothing happened, I thought they just didn't hear me. The second time when nothing happened, I thought maybe I didn't shout loud enough. But now I realized that they didn't hear because they didn't want to listen. When you cry for help and no one listens, you start to lose your hope. I began to lose faith in America. I was raised to believe that others' problems were my problems. When I tell those people about HIV in hopes that they will help and care, I see the look in their eyes. It's not my problem. They're thinking, well, it's everyone's problem, and we need a leader who will tell us that. We need a visionary to guide us, to say it wasn't all right for white to be banned from school because he had AIDS, to say it wasn't all right for a man or a woman to be denied from a job because they were infected with this virus. We need a leader who is truly committed to educating us. I believe in America, but not with a leadership of selfishness and greed, where the wealthy get health care and insurance and the poor don't. Do you know how much my AIDS costs? Over $40,000 a year. Someone without insurance can't afford this. Even the drugs I hope will keep me alive are out of reach for others. Is their life any less valuable? Of course not. This is not the America I was raised to be proud of, where rich people get care drugs and people who are poor don't. We need health care for all. We need a leader who will say this and do something about it. I believe in America, but not a leadership that talks about problems, but is incapable of solving them. 2 HIV Commission reports with recommendations about what to do with solving this crisis sitting on shelves, gathering dust. We need a leader who will not only listen to these recommendations, but implement them. I believe in America, but not with a leadership that doesn't hold government accountable. I go to Washington to the National Institute and Health and say, show me what you're doing to HIV. They hate it when I come because I try to tell them how to do it better. But that's why I love being a taxpayer, because it's my money, and they must feel accountable. I believe in America where our leaders talk straight, where anyone tells President Bush that the battle against AIDS is seriously underfunded. He jiggles and juggles the numbers to mislead the public into thinking we're spending twice as much as we really are. While they play games with numbers, people are dying. I believe in America, but in America where there is a light in every home, certain points of life just wasn't enough. My house has been dark for long. Once every generation, history brings us to an important crossroad. Sometimes in life there is that moment where it's possible to make a change for the better. This is one of those moments. For me, this is not politics. This is a crisis of caring. In this hall is the future. We're in. Men of all colors saying, take America back. We are just real people wanting to make a more hopeful life. But words and ideas are not enough. Good thoughts won't save my family. What's the point of caring if we don't do something about it? A president and a Congress that can work together so we can get out of this gridlock and move ahead. Because I don't win my war if the president cares and the Congress doesn't. Or if the Congress cares and the president doesn't support the ideas. The people in this hall this week, the Democratic Party, all of us begin to deliver that partnership. And in November, we can all bring it home. My daughter's lived 7 years, and in her last year, when she couldn't walk or talk, her wisdom shone through. She taught me to love, when all I wanted to do was hate. She taught me to help others, when all I wanted to do was help myself. She taught me to be brave, when all I felt was fear. My daughter and I loved each other with simplicity. America, we can do the same. This was the country that offered hope. This was the place where dreams could come true. Not just economic dreams, but dreams of freedom, justice, and equality. We all need to hope that our dreams can come true. I challenge you to make it happen. Because all of our lives, not just mine, depend on it. Thank you.